Okay, let's pull it up. I'm excited. I'm excited. God just keep blessing. God just keep blessing. God just keep, you know what I'm saying? Okay. All right. So you wait for everybody else to get here. I was actually making tea while I wait for y'all to get here. But let's play something while we wait for people to get here. Let's play something. I want to start doing this too. Play it like, I want to start like, okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to start playing positive videos also right before we meditate. Like maybe like 5 minute, a 5 minute motivation or something. You know what I mean? So let's listen to this one real quick while everybody get in here.
And to do it enough times that the change is to think, act, and feel differently in the same environmental condition.
Start the meditation.
And to do it enough times that that environment begins to change because you're changing. And nothing changes in your life until you change. I think so many people walk in to do the meditation when they leave this place, and there is an energy, there is the spirit of change and transformation present. It's very infectious. Our research shows people change people. And when you're kind, other people are kind. When you love, other people love. When you're caring, other people care. It's an emergent consciousness in so many ways. And so, to me, that's the feeling you should strive for. That feeling right there is the feeling you have to get up when you finish your meditation. You gotta get up feeling that same feeling. And you got to remember that feeling enough times that you can bring it up on your own, because if you can't, you won't be able to bring it up on your own. And nobody's going to give you that feeling in the end but you. So I don't care if it takes an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours for us to get there. I just know that when I do get there, I'm so happy that I do. And if it takes that long, I swear to you, when it's the hardest, it matters the most. So the excuse that we can give on a regular basis is to shrink back into mediocrity and to say, I need the event to do this. Well, that's just another thing that we are unconsciously agreeing to and believing, that it's better to do it in a community than to do it on my own. Well, if you truly believe in the quantum model, by you showing up, there is a collective consciousness that you can tap into every day. Everything. You don't have to be in the presence to move into that momentum. And so, God, taking a little time for ourselves every single day is such a service to the world. Being alone without your device or without any stimulation, and really getting ready to do your meditation. I would never sit down and do my meditation until I was very clear in my think box how I was going to do it, what I wasn't going to do, who I wasn't going to think about, the things I know I'm going to get to anyway. What am I going to do if this thing comes up? How am I going to move through this? I got 1,000 thoughts, 1,000 decisions today. I got too much going on, all of that stuff. That's when you immerse yourself back in the world. That's when you leave the monastery and return back. And you got to start reminding yourself the thoughts you're not going to think. And you got to become so conscious of those unconscious thoughts that you don't go unconscious to them and believe them. You have to become super aware of how you're speaking, how you're acting, what you're saying. If you're complaining, if you're judging, like, that's not who you truly are. We're going to think, okay, what emotions bring me down to that place where I seamlessly go unconscious and we default back to that old personality. That's the same. That feeling is the past, and I'm going to believe I'm in the past, and I'm going to behave like I am, and I'm going to think like I am, and I will be in my past. Okay, how many times am I going to do that till I stop doing that? This is the work. And then how do I want to think? How do I want to program my mind? How am I going to create a new belief? Let me put my intention and my attention behind it and repeat it enough times until I remember to think this way. It's not that hard. What choices am I going to make that I know that I could possibly not want to make? Let me just remind myself of the choice I'm going to make, the thing I'm going to do. Let me review it enough times so I remember to do it. Even though if I don't want to do it, I'm going to do it anyway. Let me rehearse it. Rehearsing is priming the brain for the action. It's changing the brain to look like you already did it. How am I going to feel? When I get up from this meditation, how much love for my future could I be in? And let me remember this feeling. If I have to remember it 1,000 times, I'm going to keep bringing it up, so I can bring it up on my own. That's the work. And so making time for our precious selves, to love ourselves enough to disconnect from our life long enough to change our life, to disconnect so that we can reconnect. If people get up from their meditations and they believe less in their future than when they started, it's because they didn't overcome the feeling of themselves, the habit of themselves, the hardwired belief, perception, or attitude. Some people actually do this work and they believe more in their future when they get up in that state. And the people who fall from grace, I've done it enough times. If you're truly committed to that future and you defaulted back to the old personality, you got one of two choices. Stay there and find somebody else who's doing the same, and use each other to reaffirm your addiction to victimization and call that normal. And that's a social agreement that we make. But the person who separates the sacred from the mundane says, in the light of all eternity, it's never going to be the right moment, especially when I feel this way. Let me take a break here and let me get back into the feeling of my future so I can believe it again. And when it's the hardest, it matters the most. And so the events are a preparation for people to practice becoming somebody else, so that when they turn back into their lives, they are somebody else, that they literally have become somebody else, and they catch themselves from going unconscious. And how many times do we have to forget until we stop forgetting and start remembering? That's the moment of change. So I just want to be very clear that it's not easy getting 2,000 people to that state of mind and body. It's a lot of words. It's a lot of times to overcome themselves. It's a lot of opportunities to practice. And we want to give people the tools so that they have within their reach something to do when they return back into their lives. And so it's not as hard as we think it is if we sit down and do it with the same passion and the same intent on our own. And that's a great service, not only for the collective of the group, but for everybody in your life. For everybody in your life. You're just different than everybody else. So it's easy to excuse that and say, oh, well, it's better at the events. But I can tell you, you really get serious about doing it, just like you get serious about anything that you do in your life with the same passion. You sit down like that, you'll really enjoy it. You'll really, really enjoy it. Some critics may categorize this body of work as faith healing. I'm actually fine with that accusation at this point in my life, because what is faith but when we believe in thought more than anything else? Isn't it when we accept a thought independent of the conditions in our environment, and then surrender to the outcome to such a degree that we live as if our prayers were already answered? Sounds like a formula for the placebo. We've always been the placebo. Maybe it's not so important that we pray rigorously every day to have our prayers answered, but that we instead get up from our meditations as if our prayers have already been answered. If we accomplish this daily, we are at a level of mind where we're truly living in the unknown and expecting the unexpected. And this is when the mysterious knocks on our door. The placebo response is about being healed by thought alone. Thought by itself, however, is unmanifested emotion. Once we embrace that thought emotionally, it begins to become real. That is, it becomes reality. A thought without an emotional signature is void of experience, and thus it is latent, waiting to be made known from the unknown. As we initiate a thought into an experience and then into wisdom, we are evolving as human beings. When you look into the mirror, you see your reflection and know that whom you are seeing is the physical you. But how do the true self, the ego, and the soul see themselves? Your life is a mirror image of your mind, your consciousness, and who you really are. There are no schools of ancient spiritual wisdom sitting high on mountaintops in the Himalayas waiting to initiate us into becoming mystics and saints. Our lives are our initiation into greatness. Maybe you and I should see life as an opportunity to reach greater and greater levels of self so that we can overcome our own limitations with more expanded levels of consciousness.
All right, y'all. Whew. So I just want to let y'all know that that video made me realize that there is work before the meditation. Okay, I'm learning with y'all. There is work before the meditation. And it's funny enough because yesterday we did it and I didn't even realize it. So basically what needs to happen, and I got my tea, my cat's claw tea, my soursop, a little meditation tea. But what I realized is that we must be setting intentions for what we want out of this meditation. You know what I'm saying? Yesterday was definitely one of the best meditations because it made me cry. I was emotional. You know what I'm saying? So what I want you to do is I want you to just write down on a piece of paper if you can, or on a journal or something. Write down your intention for this meditation. Like, get your mind clear on what you want out of this. What do you want out of this? So I want you to write down why he's talking in the beginning of the meditation. I'm going to play this.
I'd like to welcome you into the practice of this new meditation called Tuning into New Potentials. This has become a very popular meditation, and I wanted to take a few minutes to explain why we do this and demystify the process so that you have more abilities when you practice your meditation. All potentials that exist in the quantum field exist in the present moment, and all potentials that exist in the quantum field exist as potentials electromagnetically. Our job then is to change our energy to match those potentials that already exist in the quantum field. So there's a potential for you to be healthy, there's a potential for you to be wealthy, there's a potential for you to have a mystical experience. They all exist in the present moment. And so thoughts are the language of the brain and feelings are the language of the body. And how you think and how you feel creates a state of being. We also know that thoughts are electric and feelings are magnetic. And when you change how you think and how you feel, you broadcast a whole new electromagnetic signature. So then if you can move out of some of those limited emotions that have to do with stress, anger or aggression, sadness or pain or unworthiness or insecurity, guilt or shame, fear or anxiety, you're changing your emotional state, means you're changing your energy. So if the state of being called abundance exists as a potential in the quantum field already there, then you have to begin to change your state of being to match what abundance feels like. And if you can combine a clear intention with an elevated emotion, you are moving into a new state of being. So in the meditation, I'll ask you to move into two states of being. I recommend in one state of being, you choose something that you really like to create in your life, something that has some meaning to you. In the second one that you should tune into, we always recommend something that you'd like to play with as an experiment. Maybe a mystical experience, maybe an out-of-body experience, maybe a greater understanding about time, or maybe if you don't think that you dream, maybe it's time to tune into the potential that you do dream. But something that you don't have too much energy on, because that one typically manifests and unfolds first. So when your energy matches that energy that exists in the quantum field, then you are drawing that experience to you. Let's say abundance is the thing that you're working on. Then in order for you to tune into abundance, you have to have an intention of what that is. And so if you took out a piece of paper and you draw the letter A on a piece of paper and you drew two squiggly lines around that A, those two squiggly circles around that A would represent the electromagnetic field. That's your intention.
But then that intention is not enough because it has to be married with an elevated emotion. So most people, when they want abundance, what they really want is freedom. They want the freedom to do whatever they want, whenever they want, with whoever they want, as many times as they want. So the emotion or the sponsoring thought behind abundance is the emotion called freedom. Then in order for you to move into a new state of being, when I say, what is that first potential you want to tune into? You would have to bring up that symbol in your mind, the letter A, and then you would have to teach your body emotionally what that future is going to feel like in the present moment. And when you combine that clear intention with an elevated emotion, you're moving into a new state of being, and your brain and body are no longer living in the past, but now they're beginning to be defined by the future. Now, when you move into that state of being, a state of being is a personality, and a personality creates a personal reality. So then, as you move into a new state of being and you're broadcasting a new signature into the field, I'm going to say to you, now live in that future, now. What choices will you make? What behaviors will you demonstrate? What experiences await you and how will they feel? And as you begin to observe all of those images, you're training your brain now to change to look like the experience has happened. We know from all the research that you can change your brain and body to look like the event has already occurred by thought alone. So then as you live in that future and you rehearse the choices you're going to make and the behavior you're going to demonstrate, and you can observe a new experience and you can bring up the emotion of how it would feel, you're changing your brain and body to no longer be defined as a memory of the past, but you're training your brain and body to be defined as a vision of the future. And so I'll ask you to live in that future, and then afterwards you'll surrender it to a greater mind, and we'll allow the greater mind to organize it in a way that's right for us. So, thoughts are the language of the brain, feelings are the language of the body. How you think and how you feel creates a state of being. If you're living by the survival emotions, the stress hormones, you're more matter and less energy. In other words, you're matter trying to change matter. When you combine a clear intention with an elevated emotion, you're broadcasting a bigger electromagnetic signature, and now you're more energy and less matter. When we get to that place where you're more energy and less matter, that's the time when you can execute greater effects in your world. So, all the potentials exist in the quantum field electromagnetically. When you change your energy to match that potential, you'll be drawing a future to you. Experiment with it, try it out. We've had some really amazing stories of people doing some amazing things. I hope you enjoy it. Using your body as an instrument of consciousness to ascend your energy and to free your body from the chains of the past and to breathe with an intensity of energy that's greater than the addiction of the emotions. And to no longer let your body be your mind. Come on. Contract those intrinsic muscles, perineum, lower abdomen, upper abdomen, and inhale through your nose at the same time and draw that energy from your perineum all the way up to the top of your head. And as you hold it at the top of your head, allow that energy to follow your attention. Hold it. Come on. Hold it. Hold it. And as you exhale, now relax. on, here we go. Inhale, come on, pull those muscles up and in, and pull that energy like drawing fluid up a straw with the intention of pulling the mind out of the body from survival to creation, and to free yourself from the past. And hold it at the top of your head, squeeze and hold. Come on, hold it. Hold it. And as you exhale, now relax. Relax. Come on, you have to go after it. Come on, squeeze those muscles and inhale and pull that energy all the way up. In your perineum, your lower abdomen, your upper abdomen, through your chest, through your throat, through your brain to the top of your head, and hold it at the top of your head and allow your energy to follow your awareness. Come on, hold it there. Come on, squeeze and hold. Hold it. And as you exhale, now relax. Come on, take the ride. Come on, ascend your energy again. Come on, squeeze those muscles and inhale through your nose like drawing fluid up a straw. Pull that energy all the way into your brain and hold it at the top of your head. Squeeze and hold with the intention of pulling that energy from your body up into your brain, and hold it there. Come on, hold it. Hold it. And as you exhale, now relax. Come on. Relax. Contract those intrinsic muscles. Come on, perineum, lower abdomen, upper abdomen, and at the same time, inhale through your nose and pull that energy all the way into your brain, creating an electromagnetic field around your body. And hold it. As you squeeze, hold it at the top of your head. Come on, hold it. Squeeze and hold. Hold it. And as you exhale, relax. Come on, don't let your body be your mind. Come on, a little more. Squeeze those muscles. Come on, pull that energy all the way up to the top of your head and follow it the entire way, using your body as an instrument of consciousness, going from particle to wave, from matter to energy, freeing yourself. Hold it. Come on, squeeze and hold. Hold it. Hold it. And as you exhale, now relax. 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 And now, can you become aware of the space behind your sternum, in space? And can you sense the volume of space that the center of your chest occupies? In space. And as you rest your awareness in the center of your chest, in space, can you become aware of the volume of space beyond your shoulders, around your torso, in space? And now, can you rest your attention in the space that your throat occupies? In space. And can you feel the volume of space that your throat occupies? In space. And as you rest your awareness in the center of your throat and neck, in space. Can you sense the volume of space around your neck, beyond your throat, in space? And now, can you ascend your awareness to the space at the back of your head occupies in space? And can you become aware of the volume of space at the back of your head occupies in space? And as you rest your awareness in the space in the back of your head in space, can you become aware of the volume of space beyond your head, around this place, in all of space? And now, can you move your awareness to the space at the center of your head occupies in space. And can you sense the volume of space that the center of your head takes up? In space. And as you rest your awareness in the space in the center of your head, in space. Can you feel the energy of space beyond your head? And can you feel the volume of space around your head? In space. And now it's time to move your consciousness from somebody to nobody, from someone to no one. From something to nothing. From somewhere to nowhere. From some time to no time. From space and time to beyond space and time. And to become an awareness in the infinite field of all possibilities. And to invest your energy into the unknown. And the longer you rest your attention in the unknown, the more you bring possibility to you in your life. To create by thought alone means we have to become a thought alone. Stay present. Now, what was that first potential that already exists in the quantum field that you want to tune into? It's time to change your energy and to move into a new state of being, broadcasting a whole new electromagnetic signature into the field. For a clear intention and an elevated emotion has an effect on matter. Come on, change your energy and open your heart and allow your body to respond to a new mind. For whatever you broadcast into the field is your experiment with destiny. And the longer you rest in this state of being, the more you draw a new reality to you. Can you teach your body emotionally what it would feel like to be in that future now? Come on, feel it. And allow your body to respond to a new mind. And from this new state of being, live that life. What choices will you make? What behaviors will you demonstrate? What experiences await you? And how do they feel? Come on, live that future now. Remember, where you place your attention is where you place your energy. Invest your attention into the future. Invest your energy into possibility. Observing potential into matter. And now surrender your creation to a greater mind and allow it to organize it in a way that's right for you. For whatever you experience in the realm beyond space and time, and emotionally embrace must manifest in this space and time. It's the law. And for a moment, unfold your awareness into the infinite field of all possibilities, returning back to the realm beyond space and time, becoming nobody, no one, no thing, nowhere, in no time. Now, what was that second potential that already exists in the quantum field that you wanted to tune into? It's time to change your energy and to move into a new state of being, broadcasting a whole new electromagnetic signature into the field. And whatever you broadcast is your experiment with destiny. Come on, open your hearts. And can you teach your body emotionally what that future will feel like now? And allow your body to be lifted to a new mind for a clear intention and an elevated emotion. Changes matter. Come on now, make your mind matter. And the longer you linger in this state of being, the more you draw a new reality to you. Now, from this new state of being, live that future now. How will you act? What choices and decisions will you make? What experiences await you, and how will they feel? Invest your energy into your future. And your body will be drawn right to that experience. Come on, live it. How will you live? How will you love? How will you walk? Try it on. When you change your energy, you change your life. Now surrender your creation to the field of all possibilities. and allow it to execute in a way that's right for you. Let go and trust in the unknown. For whatever you experience in the realm beyond space and time and emotionally embrace must manifest in this space and time. It's the law. And now take your left hand and place it over your heart. And I want you to bless your body, that it respond to a new mind. To bless your life with a new energy, and that it be a reflection of your mind. To bless your future, that it be filled with adventure. To bless your past, that it turn to wisdom. And to bless your soul, that its fire burn brightly within you. And that it speak to you in infinite ways. And to bless the power within you, that it move closer to you, that it stir in you, that it move in you, that it move through you, and that it move all around you, and to show evidence that it is real in your life. Now if the thought sends the signal out, and the feeling draws the event back, for a moment, open your heart and give thanks for a new life. The emotional signature of gratitude means you accept that it's already happened. And the longer you rest in gratitude, the more you are a magnet to a new destiny. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. And to get up from your meditation as if your prayers are already answered. Now bring your awareness back to a new body, to a new environment, and to a whole new time. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.
Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. That by far was one of the best meditations that I've hosted on here. By far the best. Yeah, y'all gonna speak. Speak on here if you need to. Definitely. Let me tell you something. Today was the day shit changed. And I don't know if it's because it's an 11 day or whatever, but I need you to know I became a different person with this meditation. Today, I became a different fucking person today. I told my body, sometimes these meditations can be so hard for me. What's up, Terry? Sometimes these meditations can be so hard for me to, hold on, I got you. Sometimes these meditations can be so hard for me to sit still in one spot. And I told my body, I said, you are going to listen to Ori. You are going to listen to me. You move so much. This is the day you are going to sit your ass down and stay in one seated position for this whole meditation because I have something for you. From this point on, I know you guys want to call me Sticks, but I need you to call me Ori. Like, it's fine if I'm publicly known as Sticks, but my name is Ori. I'm a whole different person now. I'm a whole different identity now. I am Ori. This meditation really made me realize who I am. And I've been playing fucking small. I don't even like saying that phrase no more because it don't even exemplifies how much I've been belittling myself. So if you have something that you want to share from this meditation, please go ahead, Vaughn. I know you wanted to say something.
Yo, Ori, I know we met in person, and I never asked you if it was okay to call you Ori, but I'm glad that you set the record straight today because you've embodied that.
Thank you.
You've fully embodied that. And what these past 2 meditations have done for me specifically today and yesterday have shown me that I am able to embody the identity that I want to create for myself. And it's okay. And I can give myself permission to do that. It's totally okay. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been Did you know that my name Vaughn means small?
Wow.
Did you know that?
No.
Yeah. So I'm an alchemist. I can transmute energy. So I'm not playing small anymore.
That's beautiful.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you. You made me emotional with that one because it's just like, I feel y'all and I know my responsibility. I can't help you play big or be big until I really am that. And that's the problem. Like, I'm a fucking celebrity, and it's just now taking today for me to recognize that. I was in New York and I'm riding my fucking bike, and someone looks at me while I'm riding the bike and it's like, yo. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with me for me to not realize my impact? My impact cannot grow big if I'm not aware of what I am doing. Period. The music, the art. X gave me his destiny. I don't give a fuck how anyone feels about that. The numbers align. The message is there. The family bloodline is connected. And here I am playing small. When there's people who aren't even qualified thinking that they're overqualified, and here I am overqualified thinking that I'm underqualified. Fuck that. No more playing small, no more playing these games, no more belittling myself, no more acting like I'm not who I am, no more allowing people to disrespect me and treat me as if I'm not who I am, not who I say I am, who I am. I was born with the name Ori for a reason. This is my blood. My blood is of royal lineage from past timelines. And I'm wondering why people treating me at this such high caliber, because bitch, you got a whole fucking timeline where you've probably impressed and helped them before. And they remember your spirit. I remember I was tripping out. I was tripping out with this girl. She's a bottle girl, right? And in my head, I'm like, I don't know how spiritual a bottle girl could really be. But I got close to her. Her name is Adriana. We sit there and tripped out. She cried because she was like, you don't know the fact that you're changing my life. And at that point, what people don't realize is when people are tripping out, you have two versions of you. You have yourself that's in this physical realm that's playing this game, and you have your higher self. When we was tripping out, her higher self came through to thank me, and told me, this body, this avatar that I have, you're changing its life right now. So I came down in the physical flesh to thank you for it. To thank you for it. So I apologize for not knowing how powerful I really am. I apologize for not showing up as big as I am. And I'm going to talk my shit now, because guess what? If I don't talk my shit now, you will never really feel like you have permission to talk your shit. It is okay to talk your shit. I want you to know that, because if you don't talk your shit, guess what? Nobody will ever know the shit that you've done. Okay? Sometimes you got to pop out and show niggas. Exactly. I love y'all so much. If anybody else has anything else that they want to say, I'm here. I'm listening. We can chat. Besides that, if not, I'm ready to go into the world with this new identity, this new person, this new Ori on my head. Anybody else? No? All right, y'all. I love you guys. And later. Speak your piece. Yeah, man. Well, looks like, maybe you ain't got nothing to say. Maybe you got everything you needed from there. There's nothing left to say. I'm going live, y'all. All right. I love you.